you do have a bunch of content that isn't always that friendly on social media platforms. How do you balance the 420 aspect and the cooking aspect? Because I know, a lot of people in that space have backup accounts, or the brands that you might work with might be wanting you to link to sites that end up getting your sort of content flagged or that sort of thing. So is there anything that you do specifically to help manage that aspect of it?
Yeah, it was a lot of trial and error for me to learn the rules of the algorithms and the content guidelines on each platform. I've learned that on TikTok, I have to kind of create some code words so that it's not as obvious to the TikTok bots what I'm referring to. I know that I can't show any cannabis products. I can't show flower. I can't show myself smoking. And I don't think I've ever shown myself putting an edible into my mouth, but I know that's probably something that I wouldn't do because I have no idea how TikTok would respond to that. But people have noticed that over the last 3 years in my content that I've had to kind of be a bit more sneaky. But I have a big enough audience and I use enough like code words that people understand so that they know what they're getting into when they're following my content. Like people get it. And then on Instagram, they really care about making sure that you're not trying to sell anything. So whenever I tag a cannabis brand, for example, I just make sure that any other words that I'm using in an Instagram story or in a post doesn't seem like I'm trying to sell something. Or I sometimes a trick that I do is that, when you're uploading an Instagram story or even putting captions on a video, Instagram's kind of bots, I guess, that go through each piece of content to flag it or not, will recognize any words that you're typing into an Instagram story or a caption. So what I will do is I will save an image or a video that has the text that I add to it, and then I will re-upload it so that Instagram can't really see the text that I'm adding. So that's just a fun little workaround that I've discovered that kind of helps. But yeah, with cannabis, I just have to be as sneaky as possible. But people tend to understand what I'm talking about anyway.